Good morning everyone. Today we're doing 4.4, solving linear equations with pronumerals on both sides. Now remember that you need to copy all the notes, so please press pause and copy this note. Okay, so the first thing we want to know is when we want to do this sort of stuff today, we are going to get the pronumerals all on one side. So as you can see here, there's a 10y here and a 5y here, which doesn't make us happy. Okay, so consider this one whole block. And as it sits there, it's just 5y. So if you had 5 apples and you wanted to get rid of them, you would take away 5 apples. So consider this 5y and we want to take away 5y. Now you do know already what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So we're going to write minus 5y on this side as well. The whole reason we did this is so that they cancel out. So if they haven't cancelled out and you've still got y's on both sides, there's something wrong. All right, let's work this out now. 10y minus 5y is 5y. And on the right-hand side now, we have negative 15. Okay, now we're back to what we've learnt in the lessons before. And this is 5 times y. Opposite of times is divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 5. I've run out of room. You should go underneath. Okay, the 5's cross out, and we're left with y equals, don't forget the negative, 15 divided by 5 is 3. Okay, so the answer should be y equals negative 3. Please go ahead if you want to with the next one, or stop the camera, press pause. Okay, so we've got y's on both sides, so we're going to get this one because this has got a partner. We want to leave the numbers alone and get the y's on the same side. So this time we have plus 2y. The opposite of plus 2y is minus 2y. We must do that to both sides, so we're going to put that there. These cross out and we're left with 25 equals. Okay, don't forget your number line. So you're at 0. Okay, now this starts us at minus 3y. So we're going to start at minus 3. And we're going to move negative, which is to the left, 2 spots. So we're going to end up at minus 5. So here we have minus 5y. Now this is like minus 5 times y. Okay, negative 5 times y. So we have to divide by not just 5, but negative 5, because we want to have y completely by itself. We need to do that, obviously, to both sides. Cross out what we've got there, and we're left with y. I'm going to put that on the left-hand side, because that's sort of a neat way of writing it. And we've got a plus and a minus, so that's a minus, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. All right, can you please press pause and write down the next question? Okay, so we have, when you have both pronumerals and numbers on both sides, move the smallest pronumeral first. So let's look at the pronumerals. We have 4x and we have minus x, not just x, but minus x. And remembering when there's nothing there, it's a 1. So the opposite of minus 1x is plus 1x or plus x. So we're going to do that to both sides because it says move the smallest pronumeral. So you look at pronumerals and then you look for the smallest one. So 4x plus x is 5x, and that is equal to, these are cancelled, that's what we wanted, 1. Now we're back to what we knew before. So we want to go, this is 5 times x, opposite is divide. The 5's cancel out, so your answer is going to be x is equal to 1/5. You should be working down your page. I'm sorry, I've not left myself enough room here today. Okay, number 4. If you want to go ahead from me, that's absolutely fine. So we're looking at pronumerals first, and we want to move the smallest one first. So we've got 4x or 2x to choose from. 2x is smaller. How do we get rid of 2x? Remember, it's just sitting there like 2 apples, so we take them away. So we're going to take away 2x, take away 2x. 4x minus 2x is 2x. Subtract 5 equal to, the only thing that remains is a 3. Now we are back to what we did a couple of lessons ago. So we want to get the x by itself. The opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. Hopefully you're going ahead now and working this out yourself. So then we're going to have 2x. 3 plus 5 is 8. 2 times x. Opposite of times is divided by. So our answer is x is equal to 4. Okay, I'm not going to talk this one. If you could have a go, that would be terrific. Okay, press pause if you're still going. Okay, you should have got x equals 3. Remember, we can always check these too. So you could do this in your head. If you put the 3 in here, we get 7 times 3 is 21, plus 1 is 22. So this side we think is 22. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 10 is 22. So in these tests, we love them because we know that we can see if we're correct or not. Okay, number 6. Please write down number 6. Press pause if you need to. All right, we're going to look at the x's. Now, they've both got negatives in front, so be very careful. This one is negative 6x. This one is negative 5x. And if you think of your number line, where does negative 5 sit? Here. Negative 6 is here. So the smallest number is the one to the left. So, in fact, this one is our smallest this time. The opposite of negative 6x is plus 6x. So they're going to cancel. So on this side we have 11 equals 18. Now we're at minus 5x. I'm going to go back to my number line, which is here. Minus 5x, we want a plus. So that means we're going to move this way. If you move this way, 4, 5, 6, you will end up at positive 1x. So that's minus 5x plus 6x is positive 1x. All right, so now we're trying to get x by itself. So we have an 18 sitting here. We want to get rid of that. If it's just sitting there, it's like the apple sitting there. So we need to take them away. Okay. They cancel. I'm going to put the x on the left-hand side because it's nicer on that side. And over here we have 11 minus 18. Okay, you can use your calculator if you don't want to use your number line, or hopefully some of you have it in your head that x equals negative 7. Okay, the last type that you do today, you just have to expand first, okay, which you know how to do. This is 5 times x is 5x. Minus, put down the minus, 5 times 1 is 5, and that's equal to 2 times x is 2x, plus 2 times 3 is 6. Now we have a question like I've just taught you. So having a look at your pronumerals, we have 5x and 2x. Move the smallest one first. The smallest out of these two is 2x. 2x is just sitting there. There's 2 apples sitting there, so take them away. So minus 2x minus 2x. All right, they're going to cancel. 5x minus 2x is 3x. We also have minus 5, and that is equal to 6. The opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. These are going to cancel, so 3x is equal to 11. This is 3 times x. Divide both sides by 3. All right, now you're left with x equals 11 over 3. Now, you could turn that into a mixed fraction. So 3 into 11 goes 3 times. And there's 2 left over. So 3 2/3 would be your answer for that one. All right, so the questions you need to do here are in your lesson plan, but you could write them down now by pressing pause. And hopefully you can do those questions.